Hey kitchen people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa. I am the owner and creator of the Floral Apron blog, and today I am here to show you how to make everybody's favorite Thanksgiving side dish, the cranberry sauce. I don't really know why cranberry sauce gets such a bad rap at Thanksgiving, because I personally have never met a cranberry sauce that I didn't like. However, there have been a few standouts, and this is the standout. This is the best cranberry sauce recipe, the only cranberry sauce recipe you'll ever need. Everything blends together so well. People who don't even like cranberries are gonna love this sauce. Trust me. Let's get started. One of the best things about this cranberry sauce is that you can make it up to a week in advance. Simply store it in the fridge and pull it out the day of, let it get to room temperature, and you're ready to go. The first thing we're gonna do is rinse and drain our cranberries. I like to do this in the same pot that I'm going to cook them in. I give them a quick rinse and a once over just to make sure there aren't any stems attached. Once I have all of my cranberries rinsed off, I like to put them back into the bowl that I'm going to serve them in, just to make sure that dish does not get confused with any others and then I have to find one later. We are going to pour these in here. And then they get to look all nice and pretty on your kitchen counter. Set this aside for now, and then add your sugar and your water into your pot. Then take your orange and zest it directly into your saucepan. This will make sure that all of the essential oils that are in the skin are going to go directly into the cranberry sauce as opposed to just get left on the plate that you zest your orange on. You don't want to zest your orange too deeply because this white pith is actually pretty bitter. So just get a nice even coating of the very orange on the outside. And then give it a couple of taps to make sure that you have all of it in the pan. And then we'll take our very sharp Wusthof knife, I love these, and cut your orange in half. You can use a juicer. I like to juice directly over the saucepan because then I don't have to wash a juicer. Keep an eye out for any seeds. Once we've gotten pretty much everything we can get out of our orange, we are going to put our saucepan on medium-high heat, stir occasionally until it starts boiling. I can hear that my orange syrup is starting to boil, so I'm going to take my spices and add those in. And now it's time for the cranberries. I gave the cranberries a little bit of a stir, and I continue to stir occasionally while they're cooking. Once the syrup goes back to a boil, we'll cook it for about 7 minutes until the sauce is thickened. Once your cranberry sauce sounds like mine, set a timer for 7 minutes and continue stirring occasionally. Once I only have a few seconds left on my timer, I like to start checking the consistency just to make sure I'm on the right track. I do this by taking a plate from my cabinet, take a small scoop of your cranberry sauce and dab it in the middle. Let it sit for about 15 seconds, which is convenient. I have a timer right there. And then test the consistency by holding the plate vertically. If it's running that much, we still need to let it go a little bit longer. So I'll let it go for another minute or two. For the most accurate results, make sure that you're scraping the bottom of your saucepan every time you're stirring. This already looks a lot thicker. I haven't even waited 15 seconds. So I'm gonna call that good. Remove from heat. If you have a glass serving dish that you're using, feel free to pour the cranberry sauce into it right away. If you're using something more plastic, let the cranberry sauce cool a little bit before you transfer. You'll have the easiest time finding the spices immediately after removing from heat because the jelly hasn't quite set up yet. So go on your hunt and find your cinnamon sticks. I like to put them on the same plate that I tested just to reduce the amount of dishes. Here's my second. The star anise pods are a little trickier to find, but I have found that if you're looking for sharp edges, you'll find them a lot faster than if you're just looking for brown, because cranberries are very round and star anise are pretty pointy. Wouldn't that be so funny if I couldn't find any of them? Oh, okay. Here's one. You can also start spooning some into your serving dish and making sure there aren't any in there. Got it. Okay, and now we can safely pour the rest of our cranberry sauce in our serving dish. Sometimes I sneak a taste too. I don't like putting this in the fridge immediately because it's still releasing a lot of steam. It's really hot. So I just let it sit on my counter until it feels slightly warm to the touch. I cover it with plastic wrap and I put it in the fridge until it's time to use it. Right now is the easiest time to clean your saucepan. So if you have something else that you need to do immediately, just set it to soak. It'll be a lot easier than trying to scrub it off later. Of all the recipes you'll be making this Thanksgiving, I can pretty much guarantee that this one has the easiest cleanup. I've rated it a piece of cake, only 1 out of 5 on my cleanup scale, because other than a saucepan and a few stirring sticks, there was really not much. I made this one yesterday just to make sure that we would have something that actually resembles the consistency of the cranberry sauce that you'll be eating when you make this recipe. This one has only been cooling for a little bit. It's still pretty warm, nice and toasty on my cold fingers after washing the dishes. This one is almost room temperature. It's been sitting out for a little bit, and I am going to simply spoon some into a cup so that I can let you know how it is. This is the perfect consistency for me. I love having a chunky cranberry sauce that I can still spread on top of things. I mean, you can already tell from this texture, it's thick, but it's not overly thick, which that's my favorite type. If you want it a little bit thinner, add some more water in the beginning, or just don't cook it for quite as long. I'm very excited. This is the best time of the year. It gets you right in the jaw with that tartness. Reminds me of a good lemon curd because it's supposed to be a little bit bitter, a little bit tart. It was good. I guess I could tell you about it instead of continuing to eat it. There's enough cinnamon flavor in here that I kind of get a hint of it. I get a hint of the star anise. I get a lot of the orange, which is really nice and bright when mixed with the cranberries. And the cranberries still have quite a bit of texture. They're not just mush, that is very important. I like my cranberry sauce to be a little bit bitter and a little bit tart. I think you can get away with it because there's that extra zest and brightness from the orange in it. If you like your cranberry sauce to be sweeter, I would recommend adding another couple tablespoons of sugar. You can taste it as you're going along. This is perfect for me, so. It's good. The full recipe for my best cranberry sauce is available on my blog at floralapron.com. I wish you a very happy Thanksgiving surrounded by people you love and a cranberry sauce that has everybody going for seconds. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I could eat so much of this. Oh.